Hey guys, it's Brian from Better Chess Training, and today it is Friday, which means we are going to do some tactics together. We're going to be doing some tactics on chess tempo, and what I'd like to know from you guys is what tactics servers do you use? Do you use one of the ones I use, chess.com's Tactical Trainer, Chess Tempo, or Chessity, or do you work from a book? Put it in the comments and let me know, and if it's something that I can check out, both so you can see me try it out here on Friday, or just to let our other viewers know what you guys are doing for tactics, that'd be great. But let's get started. This position that's on the board is actually from the previous problem. I've reset the counter, and let's see if we can how we can do today. So let me go ahead and go to the next problem. We are in the the Blitz set. So here we go. And it is, I'm going to be playing the black pieces in this position. And let's take a look. Well, we got white's king in the middle. And it looks like, do we have a mating net that we can form? I think that might be the case, or something where he loses material. So I'm thinking here, e5 check, and then if he moves here, we have a checkmate over here with knight to c4 check. So if he takes with the knight, I can still, checkmate would be there. So e5, oh, and I have it wrong apparently. So let's take a quick look at it. It says here, after knight d3, the answer is knight to c4, threatening checkmate, and then after f4, e5 check. So let's see what is wrong with e5 check. I don't really see what's wrong here, because after knight takes e5, I have f takes e5 checkmate. So actually I think there's an error in this problem. Let's see, e5, unless I'm missing something here, because here at this play he can't go here. If he goes over here, oh, okay, looks like I did miss something here. After knight takes c4 check, he can just go over here. So I missed that. So let's go over that answer one more time. Knight to c4, which cuts this off. So f4 prevents e5 check. But we could play it anyway. And after f takes e5 check, f takes e5 check, knight takes e5, we win a piece here with for a pawn with knight takes e5. Okay? So that is the answer there. I hope you guys got it, even though I missed it. So let's go on to the next problem and see how we do. Okay, let's see what black plays in this position. Okay, g5 attacking our bishop. So, of course, we can take this. Are there any threats here? If I take this, then I'm threatening to take here. Of course, you could just move that. Do I have any threats against the king? I guess that's a good question. Actually, I think I can just win a piece with rook takes d8, and after rook takes d8, then bishop takes c7. Now, if rook takes d8 and g takes f4, oh, he can't because it's a check. Okay, that's the whole point here, is that this is a check, so I can take here. Okay, and just want to double check here. The answer is to block, I believe, with the bishop. Okay, so that's the answer there. Just to go back here real quick, if I were to go up here, then he gets this check in, and then after I block, then he's going to promote. So that's why bishop to f1 was the answer. Okay, so 1 for 1, or 1 and 1. Let's go to our next problem. Let's try to do 10 problems today. See how we do with that. Okay, black to move. Black's going to move here. Okay, so black plays f4, and let's take a look here what we are going to play. Well, is this knight trapped? Or, I'm sorry, is this queen trapped? No, it isn't. He can take here with check if I move this knight to attack it. Can I just... Well, I can't just go rook to h1, I don't think, because then he plays queen takes g3 check. Can I just take with the queen and then trap... Take with the queen and trap the black's queen on the next move. Queen takes f4. Definitely seems like a possibility. And then after, say, knight, well, the question is after knight to d5, how would we play that? Maybe just move the queen, say to d6, so it's still protecting. Well, actually, at that point, queen. So I think it is queen takes f4. Okay, he's going to play this check here, and then I just take with the pawn. Okay, so I'm doing these a little slower, kind of warming up here. So I'm actually losing ratings points in the blitz tactics, but that's okay. Just so you see that, I just want to extenuate on this. If something like queen here attacking this queen, then I can play a discovered check like this, and then just take the queen that way. Okay? All right, let's go to the next one. I'll try to play a little faster and maybe do more of the explanation afterwards. Okay, we have queen to queen takes g5, and here, if I were to take it with the pawn, then he gets it with the the queen back with the knight. The solution, I think, is just queen takes here, and then I take. Okay. The idea is that if he, let's go back, after queen takes, if he, there's no checks for him to get this queen out of being captured. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. So 3 right, 1 wrong. We're doing so far. Doing well so far. Okay, and our queen is being attacked. Now, of course, we can get a check in here on the king, but is there a follow-up? Or is there anything better to play? Queen's definitely being attacked, so we need to do something about that. Material, we're actually down material, so we're actually probably looking for a mate unless we could win some big material here. So what about queen to g2 check? King is forced to h4, and then what? Then check right here. He gets forced down, and then mate. Okay. Okay. Check here, and then oh, it's not mate yet. Hold on. Can't play it here. Let's see. Oh, then I have this fork. Well, do I have that fork? No, because the knight is taking. Then I just have to do it right here. Okay. Well, glad I caught that before I played. The bishop was covering here. So, so good. Mating attack right there. Let's do our next problem. All right, I hope you guys are pausing these and trying to solve them yourselves before you play on. But if not, that's fine too. But I think that's how you'll get the most benefit out of watching these videos with me, or doing these videos. Let's see here. Material is, we are up the exchange for a couple pawns, so it's about even. And his rook's on pre, and so is mine. But do I just get? I just had a material after queen takes rook, bishop takes rook, and then I just take. I don't see any immediate mating threats, so I think I can just take this. Okay, so we gained a few points there. Just a quick, more of a hanging piece problem in counting, which is a lot about tactics too. You have to understand what you're getting out of your exchanges. All right, let's try the next one. See what black plays. Okay, so we've got knight takes g5, threatening knight takes f3, but we also have this queen being threatened by the rook. Can I just win this rook? What happens here? Let's see. Queen takes e7, queen takes e7, bishop takes e7, and then knight takes. I think I just moved my rook out of the way, and I think I've just won some material. So let's try that. Okay, so pretty straightforward. I think it's just recognizing that this threat is not really that big a deal. You just have to move the rook out of the way, and then we're ahead in exchange. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's take a look. What is black going to play? Okay, king to h7. So have some firepower heading that way. We've got this rook is hanging here. This queen is not hanging, but can we attack it and get something going, maybe against the king? Okay, I think this is it. Let's try this. And I'll show you after I'm done here. Okay, so this one I saw that if after taking here with bishop takes g7, I have this mate in two threat with queen. So for example, if rook takes, then I have queen takes h6 check, king to g8, and then queen to h8 mate. So after taking here on g7, I have this discovered attack by my rook against d8. And so he has to deal with the mating threat first, but then I win the rook. So effectively I've won the exchange. As you can see here, I'm an exchange ahead. Okay? So 7 and 1. So let's do a couple more and see if we can finish off strong. Okay. Queen to d3. Now we do have this lineup here. Do I have any discoveries? Well, let's see here. First thing that comes to mind is something like knight takes f2 with kind of a double attack here. Well, let's count the material real quick. It looks like material is even at the moment. Knight takes f2, and then if the queen moves, do we have a follow-up? Queen needs to move off of the this diagonal. kind of like that knight takes f2 move, but I'm not sure if that's the right move. It's potential. I was looking at something like bishop takes here as well, but it's not really a... oh, I just realized there is an issue here too, because this knight is on pre. So well, I have knight takes g3. Oh no, then queen takes g3. Okay, this one's a little tricky, guys. Knight takes knight, or bishop takes knight, pawn takes. So I can't move this knight without him just taking this knight. Oh, can I just do knight takes g3? Let's try this. Okay, so let me show this one to you. This was actually a very nice problem. Knight takes g3. At first I was thinking queen takes g3, but then we have this fork. I knew this fork was a potential threat here. If queen takes c3 to get out of this threat, then this knight can fork. But he takes on g3, and then we get this fork. Okay? By the way, the reason this also works is that if the queen just moves, let's say here, then we win this rook right here. Okay, so that was that problem. Okay? Hope that made sense. Okay, we've got 9 problems down. Let's see if we can get one more in. Okay, he plays knight to d4, and it looks like, are we just winning a piece here? Let's just make sure. Let's count the material real quick. And we see material is about even. And I think we're just winning this knight. Are there any threats otherwise? I don't think so. I think we're just winning this knight. Oh, that is not the answer. Oh, I could have just taken this knight. Rook takes d4. So that is a hanging piece problem. That kind of tricked me there. Let's take a look here. What happens with this? Is there a problem with this move? Not quite sure if there's anything actually wrong with this. Oh, okay, guys. I didn't see this. So this piece is hanging as well. So I kind of missed that. That tactic was kind of an easy tactic, but I wasn't paying attention. Okay, we've done 10 problems, but I always do like to finish on a correct problem. So hopefully we can just do that. Let's take a look here. Okay, bishop takes f5. So white is up a piece currently. We can just take it back, maybe. Are there any other threats? Why wouldn't we just want to take back? maybe the idea we can grab this guy first because it's threatening the bishop, and then let's see here. Oh, okay. My idea here was bishop takes g5 because, but then what if rook to g3 kind of pins this, but so I see queen takes g5 check, then queen takes g5 rook, bishop takes g5, and then we still have that pin there. So I think I just have to take here. Okay, that is incorrect also. So let's see what the issue is here. Okay, bishop takes g5, rook to g3, and it's saying here bishop takes g2. And I guess the point is that if rook takes, king takes, and then if this bishop were to say back up to safety, then we are ahead of rook. So I missed that as well. So a little rough going here. Let's try one more. We'll finish off at an even number, even if I don't get this one right. And again, as much as I love getting these problems right, the key is here to learn from our mistakes. So we want to make sure that we're doing that. Now, here in this problem, I think I know the answer, which is to take this bishop, because my rook is protected because of this fork. So let's take this bishop, and knight. This is the answer here. Okay, glad to finish on a good point. So anyways, we got 9 correct. We got 3 wrong, but it's okay. You know, the key is here is to, for me, and for you, if you got them wrong too, is to learn from our mistakes and go back and review those, and I kind of reviewed them here. But that's why we practice our tactics, because just like any other skill, if you don't practice it, you're going to get rusty, and you need to refresh yourself. So what I'm going to do after this is take a look at those problems I got incorrect and see, make sure I understand them moving forward. So I hope you guys got a lot out of this session, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed our tactics training session today, and hope you got a chance to try them out and see if you could solve them. Solving the problems and you struggling with them is one of the most important things you can do to improve, and then to learn from any mistakes you might make, as well as reinforce those tactical and calculating skills. So if you are new to this channel, Better Chess Training is really about helping you to become the hero of your chess story. And Fridays we do tactics training sessions together, or at least we have been the last few Fridays. And on Wednesdays I do various videos, instructional videos, master games, how to study, how to perform better at the chessboard. So if those are the types of things that you're looking to do and looking to improve your chess, then please subscribe and join us for future videos. Have a great day, and good luck with your chess.